son named Judah. He's 17. He's my boy. I love him. I mean, I love him. He's my son. He's my buddy. Well, he's not little anymore. Like I said, he's 17. He's grown. He's taller than me. Well, this week, he had a little thing at the school because he had made it to like the homecoming court. And Monday night, though it isn't my favorite thing to do, I got to go to the Watertown High School and watch, all the attendants and the little kids, and they're all dressed up, and you sit there and you're like, wow, this is not my favorite idea of a good time. But then they got to the part, well, they know it's not a good time because this is what they said. And now the part we've all been waiting for. And then they bring out last year's king and they say the crowning of the new king. And they had these 5 boys all stand up there in their tuxedos and they're looking so good. And the guy behind him comes and he has the crown and he puts it over one head and he moves it and he goes back and forth among the 5. And it's all this anticipation because who's going to be homecoming king? And then they put the crown on my son's head. And I was not prepared for the emotions that I felt. My wife was sitting beside me, and I thought the Beatles just came to New York City because she screamed like nothing I've ever heard before. And I was just overwhelmed with this feeling. And then I'm like, I'm supposed to be taking pictures, but I have this overwhelmed emotional feeling. And then I started thinking about a passage that Paul wrote in 2 Timothy chapter 4. Paul's near the end of his life, and he says, I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. Now there is in store for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will award to me on that day. And I was like, whoa. If it's that big of a deal to see my precious little son, who's now a man, get crowned with a homecoming crown, how could you even comprehend the feeling of God himself crowning you with the crown of righteousness? And Paul talks about this like it's just, yeah, he's going to crown me with the crown of righteousness. But then Paul says these words, and not only to me, but also to all who have longed for his appearing. And I'm blown away by that. Because as much as I want good things on earth for my children, what I want more than anything is that one day God himself in heaven crowns them with the crown of righteousness. It's what I want for me, and it's what I want for you. So I hope that somehow you are striving towards that goal. You are fighting the fight. You are running the race, and that you stay strong and you finish the course so that you too will be awarded a crown of righteousness like the Apostle Paul. God bless you.